It's pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does, and the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP every year.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the center position.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
So it's Miami now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Here's Dragic. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Bosh sets the pick for Dang. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
Now here's James. After the miss by Lou all day. 3 on the clock. James with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Nice job coming off that screen. Thompson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Right side a screen. To the paint. No good from Wade.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Irving. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Now here's Dragic. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. And the basket by Wade.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Cleveland leading by 3. Love with the screen on Deng. The drive by James. Used the screen and took it all the way.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Here's Dragic following the score by Cleveland. Bosch high post. Thompson with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Whiteside sets the pick for Deng. Kicks to Bosch. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And, of course, Chris Bosch has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
And here are the Heat now, following the score by Cleveland. Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers leading. Thompson, a screen on Deng. LeBron dishes to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Love. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Wallace with it. Wade picks him up. Thompson with the bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. And what did you find out, Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks again, Doris. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Bosch heads the pick for Wade. Up and in on the layup. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Love with the screen on Dragic to the paint, and it's Love penetrating, and it's Wade with the rebound.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
Deng gets a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
What, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin? I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is a factor. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Stoudemire's checked in for Miami. Front. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Stoudemire, the screen. Dragic, the pass to Stoudemire. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Stoudemire's got his first basket of the night.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Here's Deng. Finished off the break. Deng's got his second basket.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Fry slams it in.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. Third longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
Mozgov's shot is off.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
And that one's good. Dellavedova's got the game tied up here for Cleveland. Miami with the ball. Leauge kicks to Wade. No luck, and Cleveland will come the other way. Outside Jefferson. It's stolen by Wade. Dishes it to Bosh. Back to Wade. And Jefferson sends it back. Here's Dellavedova. To the middle. Here's Fry. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Bosh. Winslow comes in for Leauge. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Johnson, that's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 6th assist on the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in.